Big question here. What will the Cowboys' record be in 2020? Now, I've got them at 9-8. I can see the argument for a double-digit win season. But I just, with this defense where it's at, I don't think that's realistic. Let's go ahead and go down the list of games the Cowboys have this year and tally win and loss. Thursday Night Football against the Buccaneers coming up in less than a week. That's a loss. Cowboys, they shocked the world. Cool. But these are the defending Super Bowl champions. Dak Prescott hasn't played a game in over a year. This defense is young and experienced. Didn't play well last year. It'll be a shootout. It might be close. I'll give you that. But Cowboys are they're taking the L on Thursday. Chargers week 2 in Los Angeles. Another loss. Still, I think the Cowboys need some time to kind of find themselves. It's a good team, a very talented team, but against the Chargers, one that's established. Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler's returning from injury. I got the Chargers in that one. Cowboys start 0-2. At home, Monday Night Football against Philly. That's an easy W. Philadelphia is not good. The Cowboys are clearly better. Plus, it's a primetime game, and it's a home game. The Panthers the following week at home. Part of a 3-week home stretch. That's another win. Cowboys clearly have the better roster. And then to wrap up the homestand, or the home stretch, I should say, the Giants. That's another dub. Daniel Jones. No. Daniel Jones is not winning a game over Dak Prescott. Following that 3-week home stretch, you got the Patriots for an away game. That's going to be an L for sure. Mike McCarthy is not a better head coach than Bill Belichick. He's going to get outcoached in that game, period. Debate a wall. Maybe the Cowboys have a more talented roster than the New England Patriots, but I don't know, man. I just don't see a scenario where Mike McCarthy outcoaches Bill Belichick on the road, so I've got that one chalked up as a loss. Sunday Night Football, Halloween, October 31st. I will hopefully be at this game against the Minnesota Vikings, also an away game. I've got that one as a win. We all know Kirk Cousins in primetime games isn't the best. I've got that one as a win. I understand it's an away game, but again, it's primetime. Dak Prescott, primetime. He loves the spotlight. He's great in the spotlight. Kirk Cousins is not, so that's a win. Cowboys return home following their 2-week away stretch for a 2-week home stretch against the Broncos and Falcons. I got both those games as wins. I could see the Broncos game being close with how good their defense is. That one might be a real tough one to pull out, but I think ultimately because it's a home game, the Cowboys will get a W there, and then the Falcons are just their defense is horrendous. The Cowboys will eat up that pass D, I should say. It's going to be an ugly game. Probably a shootout if I had to guess, honestly. Definitely a shootout, actually. But the Cowboys will get the W. Away against the Chiefs. Do I need to really explain myself? This is an L. If I gave the Buccaneers the win next week, then this is easily a loss. I just don't see a scenario where, given some health concerns on the defense, you're about midway through the year, you walk into Arrowhead and snatch a W from Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce, considering the state your defense is in. There's just no way the Cowboys walk out of here with a W unless there's a significant injury to the Chiefs on their offense. Cowboys return home the following week to play the Raiders. I believe that's a Thanksgiving game. One of the 3 Thanksgiving games that will take place this year, although I could be wrong. That's going to be a W. Cowboys just have the better team. Following that game, it's a 3-week road stretch starting with a Thursday night game in New Orleans. I've got the Saints in that one just because it's a home game for the New Orleans, and the Cowboys seemingly never play well in the Superdome. Sean Payton is also a really good head coach. I think he outcoaches Mike McCarthy in that one, so I've got the Saints. You also have to consider Michael Thomas should be back at that point. Washington football team away immediately after. That's another loss. I've got the Cowboys splitting the series with Washington, so when they come to play the Cowboys after their win against New York following this game we're just talking about against Washington, they're gonna win that home game. Sunday Night Football, again, Dak Prescott, primetime, he loves the spotlight. Cowboys probably will split that series. The only way I see them not splitting is if they get swept, and I feel like that's a very real possibility considering Fitz magic. If he finds his magic at that point late in the season, I think it's going to be really tough for the Cowboys to win one of those games. The football team, they have the better roster. They don't have the better quarterback, though. They really need to find their quarterback if they want to be a competing team, because they've got, like I said, a really, really good roster, really talented and young, so they have time, but you don't want to ride out with interchangeable quarterbacks year after year if you're the football team. Ultimately, I think the Cowboys have this division, but I wouldn't be surprised if, like I said, Fitzpatrick finds his Fitz magic towards the later end of the year. Following that home game against Washington, and I believe I did mention the away game sandwiched in between there against the Giants as a W. If I didn't, I apologize, but I think I did. Following that Sunday night game against Washington at home, another home matchup against the Arizona Cardinals, I got that one as a loss. A lot of OU fans will travel down. It'll feel like a home game, probably for Kyler Murray, plus it's late in the year. Kyler Murray just destroyed the Cowboys defense in 2020, and it's going to be really hard to stop him, I think. So I've got the Cardinals in that one. And then away against the Eagles to complete the sweep, I've got a win. Now that all adds up, if you do the math, to 10-7. And my prediction was 9-8. There's going to be an upset in here somewhere. I'm looking at maybe the Vikings game, maybe the Raiders, Broncos. Pick your poison. There will be an upset, despite the fact that tallies up to 10-7. One of those wins is going to be a loss, because you can always bet on a good team getting upsetted by a bad team. So, yeah, I will leave it at that.